I'm going to wait for a couple of people to come in, wait about a couple seconds for a couple of people to come in, and then once they come in, then I'll go ahead and get started. When y'all come in, make sure y'all leave uh, a like and a comment. Let me know what y'all think. I want to set it up for the. Nah, why is it not letting my chat come up? I don't know. It's not letting me do the chat on the side. Okay, either way, we fine. All right, here we go. So, how I got my first contract. This is the beginning of a series that I'm going to do a lives where I'm going to discuss how I got some of my business contracts for my junk removal business, No Boundaries Junk Removal. You can go check me out on Instagram at No Boundaries Junk Removal. And you could go check out the website, noboundariesjunkremoval.com. Okay, how I got my first contract. My first contract came from is a demolition company, and it actually came from me doing work for a client. So I was actually at a client's house doing a job, picking up a table like to remove for junk, trashing it, and a guy came up to me that was doing work on their house and asked, what did I do? Do I do this full time? And I said, yes. I gave him a card. This was around 2 years ago. I gave him a card. And he said, I'm going to get in contact with you. I said, okay, that's what, in business, that's neither here nor there. People say that type of stuff all the time. They say, oh, we're going to get back with you. We're going to, I'm going to give you a call. What's your email? And then you never see it or hear from them again. So that's just how it goes sometimes, for real. And, but luckily, he gave me a call back. I went and did a small job. Then he gave me another call the same week. And I was like, okay, 2 jobs in a week is pretty cool, because usually, especially at that time when I was dealing with just clients with residential clients, I'm sorry, this lighting is messing. There we go. Dealing with the residential clients, they're not gonna call you back 2 times in 1 week. They're gonna try to get everything done within 1 week. So that was pretty cool. Then the next week they called me 3 times, and the jobs was a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm like, okay. Then I met the owner. I met the owner that fast after like 5, 6 jobs, and they asked me, "Hey, do you want to do this full? Do you do this full time? Do you want to go pick up the loads for us when we finish the jobs?" And I was like, "Sure." And I was like, "This is what I'm actually aiming towards doing anyway, for real." Because my whole business strategy was to um, not stray away from residential jobs, but to make those optional, because businesses usually have budgets for their junk removal stuff, and residential people, they usually get it done whenever they want to get it done, spring cleaning, or if they about to get a fine or that type of stuff, or if they moving out and that type of stuff. So that was one of the questions. How? Okay, another question was, how long has it been? I answered that a couple minutes ago. These are questions that people often ask me about my business. So I'm on here on YouTube being transparent and trying to answer these questions for people who may have started their business and don't know where they wanted to go, or people that haven't started their business yet. I'm working on getting a microphone as well. For I'm hearing the echo in here and in my videos, and it annoys me. So I know it annoys y'all, and I apologize. All right, boom. So it's been about 2 years. So yeah, since the beginning of 2021, January 2021 to now, with this particular one. And through them, I've met a bunch of different people, but I'm going to get to that in a little bit. Okay, so the pay. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you the exact amount of money that I make, but I will tell you how I get paid. So when I first started, I would do a job and I would have to go to their office or one of their offices and get a handwritten check and take it and put it into my personal account, wait a couple days, and then and then it clears, right? Then I realized that one, that process takes way too long. Two, I might have to pay somebody else, so I'm paying somebody out of my pocket. And then three, I need to hurry up and redo my business stuff so I can make a business account and so it can clear as soon as I put it in. So after about 3 months and me realizing that everything was serious and everything was going smooth, I went and obviously got my business stuff, changed my name from No Boundaries Moving and Hauling LLC to No Boundaries Junk Removal LLC. And I'm thinking about changing the name again just because having what you do, one of the things you do in the name can be beneficial and detrimental, but I'll get to that in a whole nother video. So I went and got a bank account with one of the larger banks and started a business account. I got in one of the larger banks so that it's an ATM everywhere. If you have Navy Federal or one of those smaller branches of credit unions, it's going to be hard for you to find a ATM that you're not going to get charged at. So, and I'm in Baltimore, so it's none in the city, and it's only like 2 or 3, on the outskirts of the city. So I went to one of the larger branches, and I was still going to go get the check from the office. So that means I'm riding to the job to do the job. Then I'm going to the dump, and then I'm going to go get the check from the office. To eliminate all of this, I said, well, let's do it via Cash App or Zelle or something. They said, oh, yeah, we have Zelle. They just so happen to have the same exact bank as me. So it's no fees, it's nothing. They could just trade it straight off to me, send it straight off to me as soon as I finish the job. I take pictures. This is the process. You go do the job, take pictures before the job is done. So with all the trash out there, then take a picture with the trash gone, and then take a picture of the truck or how much it is, stacked up on the truck. And I pay it off. And then I send it there and send them the amount, and they sell me the money. So before I even get to the dump, usually the money is there, and I'm able to pay the dump with the money that I have from the last job, and I'm able to pay the person that I got to help me with the money that I got from the last job. Okay, what's the next question? Opportunities that came from this contract. Okay, so when you come in, make sure you hit the like button. I get a bunch of different opportunities from this contract particularly. I have opportunities with with a counter company, granite counter company. So what I didn't know is when they go do the granite counters for the bathroom, for the bathrooms, the floors, and the kitchens, they have sterling silver sinks and they have cast iron sinks. If you know anything about scrap metal, those are two of the most expensive scrap metals, which is stainless steel and cast iron. So when they go get them, they are throwing them away because they don't need them. Excuse me, y'all. They throwing them away because they don't particularly need the sinks. They just reused a lot of the granite. So I come past, I met them through the people that I do this work for. And they give me all their pile of sinks up in a big pile, so it'll be 20, 30 sinks. And I come past and get them for free, just throw them on my truck and take them to the scrap metal, make a couple $100 each run. So that's one of the good things. I also have got residential jobs from them as well, because I'm going to houses and places that they're doing jobs to, and the people at the house like how we work, like how we conduct ourselves, and they want the card. I get them the card first before anything. I ask the owner, do they mind me giving their clients a job? And they say no, because they don't provide the same service, so it really don't matter. Plus, they are good people. They want to see me grow just like I want to see them grow, right? So, oh yeah, I like this lighting. It just adapted well. So that's one of the things that's another thing, the residential. Okay, so what's another question? When is the slow season? Okay, so if you watch some of my videos, you see me often, not often, but I'm going through it right now. So this is why I'm talking about the slow season. Slow season is usually around November to February, and it's slower than the rest of the year for construction and for what I do. What I do, it ties into construction. So the slow season is usually between November and February. And it's kind of like the same for like landscaping somewhat because the grass isn't growing as much for real, and those type of things. So November through February. So remember that when you're getting into business, to know to either find something to do during that time to make up the money that you're gonna miss at that time, or go harder and find a different way to make money during that time through the junk removal. Okay. What are some of the benefits? Well, some of the benefits of this contract and having contracts, period, is knowing that the company has a specific budget for these things. If you know that the company has a budget for it, then you know they're not going to shortchange you. A lot of people, they want to go under your minimum. They want to get all type of deals. The good thing is knowing that a company has a budget for it, they usually have to spend that money anyway or spend close to it anyway for tax purposes. So they're more willing to give you the money for it. That's one of the benefits. The other benefits is if you're a business and you surround yourself by other businesses and business owners, then you build your network. And they say your network is your net worth, meaning that the people that you know can help you, make more money and, expand. I think a lot of times when people are introverted or in a shell, they never grow to see their full potential because they don't know enough people that's doing what they're doing or know enough people to help them grow. You get what I'm saying? So that's one of the benefits as well, for real. And the other question they asked was, how do I get paid? I already said that I get paid through Zelle, but I also take, with this contract, I get paid through Zelle, but I take all forms. I take credit cards, I take Cash App, Zelle, Vimeo, Apple Pay. I used to take crypto. I got a funny story about that too, for real. So my crypto is obviously down right now. That's a part of the funny story, but it's not funny because I'm losing money, for real. And I take checks, personal checks, as long as they don't bounce. I can see if they're gonna bounce as soon as I take them to the bank. So I'll be coming back to your house with the trash on there and taking the trash back off. No, I'm joking. I never had. Well, no, I did have to do that before. A guy had. We agreed on a price, and this ain't have nothing to do with the check. We agreed on a price. We put all the stuff on the truck from the yard, and he gave me 1/3 of the price that we agreed on, and said, "Come on, this wasn't even enough. This wasn't even as y'all did that in 10 minutes. It don't matter how fast we did the job. You paid us. You paying us to complete the job, not if it take us 3 hours." So he tried to give us 1/3, and he stuck on it. And I had somebody with me that I had to pay as well. If I'd have took that out, I'd have probably lost money. So what I did was told my partner I was with, "Hey, I'm still gonna pay you for coming out here. Go ahead and put that stuff back where you got it from," meaning on the ground in front of his house, for real. So we did that, and it's a viral TikTok video going around with a guy who has a dumpster full of stuff, and I guess him and his team filled the dumpster up, and they didn't want to pay, and they were being nasty about it, and he hit the button, opened the back, and dumped it all on the front lawn, for real. That was crazy, but it's going around right now, viral on TikTok. So that was a crazy video. But anyway, and the last question, and probably one of the most important questions that I get asked about contracts is, what have I learned? The biggest thing that I learned is that you're going to keep learning. Because with this contract, I didn't make that many mistakes. So I thought everything was going to be smooth like this. But all businesses and all people aren't the same. So you have to move accordingly with who you're dealing with. With these people, they're very easy to deal with, very nice. They straight up and down. When they don't have it and they need help, I'm there to help. When they got extra, they give me extra. Most people aren't like that. Most businesses, even though they have a budget for it and this stuff and that stuff, they still try to cut corners. And I'm gonna get to that with another video, how to deal with clients that always want to cut corners. And one thing you're gonna learn about cutting corners is you're gonna eventually burn a house down, keep trying to cut corners, or lose good people around you, because it gets tiring. No one wants to chase you around for their money. No one wants to know that you're going to be doing bad business, and nobody wants to deal with a snake. Just know that. It's your boy Luca Setti. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all, everybody who came in here to listen to me for these 15, 20 minutes. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to have more lives coming soon. And make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and check me out.